Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. All right, so listen, I'm going to be looking down at my paper a lot because I did a lot of notes. I was going to do PowerPoint slides and all that. I just wanted to keep it simple. Listen, I am glad you guys made it through this year of hacking and putting your digital growth together. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to um, I'm going to go ahead and get into it and just kind of start and see what you're going to be up for today. Let me fix my camera here. I want to make sure that I'm centered here. I apologize for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into what we're going to be talking about today. Now, a couple things dropped today. Let's just address the elephant in the room really quick. I am going to um, share really quick before I get into what else I wanted to talk about is I kind of wanted to talk about the tools of the year, right? And kind of wanted to give you my opinion on them. So we're going to start from left to right, and then I'm going to kind of give you. We're going to do a couple of things in threes. I'm going to give you the top three hacks of the year. I'm going to give you my secret hacks. I got some hacks I didn't even get to today, but I'm going to throw them out there for you guys today. So if you have these tools, you might want to take advantage of them. All right, so let's talk about this, right? ActivePieces is a very good tool. ActivePieces is one of the tools that if you have a tool belt, right, you definitely want to have an ActivePieces on it because it's like, you know what? This is a job for ActivePieces because sometimes there's tools you're trying to put them together and you say, they won't work. Only if I had a tool that did this, only if I had a tool that did that. ActivePieces is that type of tool. It's not really it's a tool that it doesn't. Let's look at it a little bit. So it allows you to do some alternative, no code alternative to Zapier, whether it's Pabbly Connect, whether it's Make, or some of those other types of tools. I think it's a little bit easier to use than some of the other ones, but it has a little bit more flexibility. And if you know coding of any sorts, right, I think ActivePieces can get you through it. It's almost now you can just use Chat GPT and say, hey, how do I connect this to that? And it'll be able to give that to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my link in here, right? Just in case. If you're here, let me know that you are here. If you're going to pick up anything that's still available, that's just a special link that I put out there just in case so that you guys can take a look at it. But ActivePieces is a good tool. If you have any money laying around, any cushions, Active Tools is a good tool. You can kind of connect things together again. And like it's like Zapier, but it's a little bit better, and it gives you a little bit more customization. So you may have already gotten some other tools in the past. I think that would be good, but ActivePiece, trust me, it's a tool of the year for a reason. It's very clean. The team over there is very professional, and they're very good at what they do. I think they have like a open source thing going on there that they're customizing some different pieces. So that's it. We'll come back to Pypio here in a minute. Retune is by far what I found, right? And I owned Retune. I may go back and get it. Let me tell you the reason. There's two things, right? Retune was by far, when I own Retune, I'm just going to be honest with you because that's what I do here. I own the topmost tier, right? Because I wanted unlimited publishing, unlimited file up, unlimited workspaces, and I wanted it for a reason because I was going to develop I was going to develop an agency around it, which this is the easiest one you can create an agency around. Um, Retune, as far as this is the chat bots where you can produce all these chat bots. And I wanted this was my first um, dive into different chat bots and things like that. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to reserve room for other chat bots that were coming along because everybody claims that, oh, we have the best chat bot. Oh, ours slices and dices. Oh, ours waters the grass for you. And I just kept seeing them and I wanted to slow down. But Retune was one that I pulled out of the garage. I said, I'm going to create a business around this. But what happened is I kept seeing more and more come. But Retune was one of the ones that I really, really liked. When you jump into chatbots, you kind of got to know what you want to do. And I just felt that this was still a moving target for me. But out of all of them, by far, Retune was the best one. So I am not surprised that this is one of the app tools of the year. This is a very good, if you're going to do it and develop a business around it, I would definitely look at this, the $3.99 with the remove the branding. So then you can deploy chatbots on other people's um, WordPresses or their other websites and says, hey, we're going to develop this and develop that for you. Remove the branding, and that works out well for you. So if you're going to do Retune, Retune is by far the best one. If you're going to do that one, I would go with a tier 4. Again, if you're here and you are one of my members, I want to give a shout out to Unschooler, is actually a member of Digital Growth Hacks Club, which we can appreciate. I may have a couple of different shout outs for them in there as well, but you never know. I got some other people that are members here as well. So, all right, so let's get back to the task at hand. Retune is very, very good at what it does. So let's get back. So, Nuon Writer. Now, Nuon Writer, I own this one. I think I own this as a full stack as well, right? Nuon Writer, out of all of the writers, it just goes in and it just does a lot of heavy lifting for you. It does have the ability to do what we call the natural language. I think it's NL. What is it called? It's called natural language progression, content optimization, or something like that. But it does allow you to write. It does allow you to use recommendation, and it's more real, right? And it's there for a reason. There's a lot of my problem with Nuon writers is it gets mixed in with all the other writers that's come before it. So about 2 years ago, we had all these different writers. Everybody was having a writer, but Nuon Writer has been able to weather a lot of storm, and they put out a lot of different things, right? They have the plagiarizer checker that's been added. So they added a lot of different things here, and content designer, AI long form content. As a long form writer with SEO optimization, this is by far one of the best writers on the market. So if you're here, you're just joining in, you're a member, tag in, jump in, let me know you're here. Give me a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and thumbs up this video. I want to get it some traffic here because I'm going to drop a few nuggets on you guys. Some of you guys may have already seen them. Some of you probably haven't. I'm going to go ahead and put my link here again. If you're going to pick up any of these, I would appreciate it very much if you use my affiliate link. Now, the reason why people say, oh, why am I using your affiliate link or whatever? Because it helps offset the cost of putting this show together, the time, the resources. This is difficult to do, right? And I don't know how many videos I'm going to put out next year. I want to try to at least try to put out one video a week to try to give you guys updates, things of that nature. If I'm going to do hack packs and go back, I want to try to sometimes pick up tools when I can't. I think if I get enough people to purchase off of my code that allows me to at least pick up one more code, or sometimes people say, hey, can you go and get the next tier? So I want to see how this looks as agency. Then if I have enough in credits, I can just go and get the next tier. So that's where this kind of helps to show out. Now, another thing is, before I move on to a couple of things I'm working on is, people ask me, oh, why is it running ads or whatever? Listen, it runs ads, right? Because of the channel and the nature of the channel I have. So I have a YouTube channel, and I actually put a course together how to monetize on YouTube, because it is more difficult than you think, right? So the channel I have a channel that has let me say this fast, short shelf life, right? So I'm doing these reviews and these mini reviews in these 30-day windows. You make money on YouTube on the longevity of your videos. My videos only last for about 2 or 3 weeks. So the algorithm, the way it works out is, the longer your video is up, and the longer people are viewing your video, the more you can sustain and or make some type of revenue, positive revenue on YouTube. Well, I don't have that luxury because I do this for you guys. I do these short videos that you guys can take a look at them. That's why you always see these ads. You always see these ads because it's trying to take advantage of the people who are tuning in for the short amount of time. So just if you see the ads, you like them. If you don't, move forward or what have you. But the ads is really to support you guys and to support me to continue to do the channel. All right. So I got that out of the way. Felt like I had to get that out. Somebody was giving me a hard time about ads. Yeah, listen, dude, I don't have, and I don't buy followers, right? You'll see a lot of other channels. They'll buy subs and all that. I don't do that. My channel is entirely organic, right? So that's out of the way. All right. So if you guys are here, again, chime in, tune in. So Pypio, right? I released a video earlier. You may have saw Pypio is in there. Pypio is by far the best AI avatars there are out as far as on a lifetime deal. Pypio is the best. There's no argument. Hands down, the best. I've done a couple of videos. You can probably go back to my channel, look at the newly released video that I did today. And I kind of did that using Pypio. So Pypio, to me, out of all of these, I think the best part about it is a well-rounded crew here of different tools of the Appsumo tools of the year. But these are, every last one of these tools, I give a 5 tacos to because they're all pretty darn good and leading in the areas, right? So, hey, happy holidays to you, Charlie Mills. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for watching and joining in. All right, so let me go ahead and get to some of the my choices and I don't have the fancy slides. I was going to do that. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do that, right? So let's talk about. So let me give you the 3, and you guys may want to make notes of these. I'm going to come back and summarize them all later and have them in a, I'm going to put them, I will have them in the community. So I will post them in my Digital Growth Hacks community. And I'll also post them again here, just kind of what I've come out. Now, this is my recommendation, right? And so let's look at when I'm talking about different tools, right? I'm not going to get to every tool, but if you notice, there's a recurring theme of the tools that I get to. And most of the tools that I do is mostly for digital marketers or people doing a lot of inbound marketing and or servicing clients and trying to go for efficiencies. I'm not really into a whole lot of the programming, all into the bots and all that other stuff. It's just so many of those, right? And not that I wouldn't, I'm just saying I don't do a lot of those tools. If I did, Retune would be my number one choice. Retune is good. When I got it, I was like, oh, this is better than I thought. So I may go back and get that one. I just it really depends. If I want to afford Retune, I have to have the highest tier, right? You can't go without getting the highest tier. And they're improving. It's like every week they added something new. So that's really what I can appreciate about Retune. All right. So my top 3 hacks of the year. So let me give you my top 3 new tools of the year. So my top 3 new tools of the year. You guys chime in if you're here. Give me a thumbs up if you get an opportunity to do that as well, right? So let me get back on screen here and let me kind of talk to you here for a second here. All right, so let me give you my, like I said, let me give you my top 3 new tools of the year. All right, so I want to make sure I have this. I want to make sure I get this right. All right, so my top 3 new tools of the year. Now, I have 2 categories for this, right? I have 2 categories. So the 2 categories are, one is for production or productivity, meaning that easily reduces time, literally in minutes, if you use this tool, right? So one of those tools, so I have the productivity and then I have the revenue tool. So top 3 new tools, I'm going to have 3 for productivity and I'm going to have 3 for revenue. All right. So let me give you, let's do the productivity side first, right? Productivity, right? So let me give you a runner up, which I had two runner ups. They were so tough, or honorable mentions. I'll call them first. And if you want to get any of these, and if they're still here, you definitely can use my code that I put in the chat widget there to pick them up, because I'm giving you this gold, right? Every time I do that. So Taja or Tada, right? The YouTube tool, productivity off the charts, could literally take something that takes hours and minutes, right? Seconds, actually. So that's a YouTube growth tool. I love that tool. That is a tool on the come up. I would not be surprised if that's probably one of the most valuable tools that I've made, that I purchased this year. So that's for productivity. The second tool, and I know this is still there, I'm going to put my link in there just in case. Because once you guys are going to start leaving, you guys are going to leave. You guys are going to say, oh, I want to go get the tool Jenny's talking about. This is the tool that I'm talking about. The name of the tool, let me put it up on the screen. It is a sneaky tool, right? I'm going to put it up on the screen here. All right. And you got this from me. So please use my code if you get an opportunity. But you got this from me. So when I drop it to you, you're going to like, oh, this is a nice tool, right? So the name of the tool is called Exemplary AI, right? It's called Exemplary AI. Again, this is one of the top 3 new tools of the year. This is honorable mention. Taja is one of them that's still there, right? And Exemplary. Exemplary is, if you're a content creator, create anything to do with content. If you wanted to make a short, with the lighting up of the words and all that, I've seen you had to piece a couple of tools together. This is the first tool that I actually seen that you can actually do from here. So I could take a YouTube long form video, chop it up and create it and put it into a YouTube short in minutes with this tool. So this is the only tool that I've seen that's come here and did that. There's other tools, they'll do it, but they won't put it into a short. They'll put it into a reel, right? This one actually puts it into a short. And I can really, really appreciate that. So this was good. That's what I liked about it. They do a lot of other stuff. They do the clips. You can create stories, transcriptions, so on and so forth. Story clips, audiograms, right? If you're trying to create content to constantly put it out there, Exemplary is an excellent tool, right? Excellent tool. Let's look at the so I just got it for 200 minutes. I think before it leaves, I'll probably get a plan 2. I don't think that I'm going to need it. I have so many other tools. I don't think that I'm going to I don't think that I'm going to put out this much. But this is just me, right? But if you're going to, once you get it, you'll say, "Oh, this tool is nice." Mark Rodriguez, shout out to Auto Client Care. I showed him this tool. He could not believe. He said, Jenny. I said, yes, it is. Mark Rodriguez, shout out to him. He's a member of the channel. I wanted he will comment below. Mark, comment below. Let people know I was not playing when I found Exemplary, right? And so you guys, of course, you can use my code for that. So those are the 2 runner-up tools we have, right? They're still here. I think Taja. I keep saying Tada or Taja. I don't listen. So this is the next one. These are the 2 run-ups. They're still here. You can pick those up using my link in the description or in the chat box, right? In chat room. Right. So now the number 3 tool, right? I don't even know if it'll still come up here, but if you have it, it's still a good tool to have. Tools that I'm bringing up, they may or not come back, or if you see them come back, you'll know and you'll remember from this video, hey, Jenny said that was a good tool. So I might need to look into it and check into it, right? And if not, I mean, if you want to get it, I've been working with some of the founders. Some of them may or may not give me a discount. If they decide to not come back ever, then they'll probably give me some type of discount. So you might want to check in here or be part of my membership. You'll get an opportunity to take advantage of that. So the number 3 is Story Copy, right? It is storycopy.ai. Let me see if it's still on here. But these story, I don't think it's still here. Let's see. I don't think it's still here, and I don't think it's here anymore. But Story Copy, I'm sorry, not Story Copy. I'm mixing my stuff up. don't see it here anymore. It's Super Copy. So Super Copy, I don't think they're here anymore. I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to come back. But supercopy.ai is for production, for productivity tools. Top three new tools of the year is Supercopy. The next one is StoryPress. Is that here? Did StoryPress? Let me see. Is StoryPress still here? I know they came back for a minute. Oh no, it's gone. So StoryPress is gone, but this was another top tool. Oh my God. You see that face? That is serious business, right? So StoryPress, so we have supercopy.ai, StoryPress, and you guessed it. This is Cast Magic. I wonder if they're here. Cast Magic. I don't know if Cast Magic is ever going to come back. A lot of these tools, I just don't know if they're going to come back. This tool is magic. Oh my goodness. So for as far as productivity, right? You can take a video, you can drop it in there. You can take a YouTube link, drop it in there. Content, titles, everything, you name it, they got it. It drops out of there. If you mix in content, Cast Magic with Exemplary, hands down, no one can touch you on producing content, right? And so let me give you those again. We had Cast Magic, number one. Number two, StoryPress. Number three, supercopy.ai. These are the most productive tools. We had two runner-ups. We had Taja and we had Exemplary, right? Taja and Exemplary are still here. The other three are no longer here, but you never know when they might come back. So you might want to say, hey, you know what? Jenny told me about that one. So it might come back. So let's move forward. Let me check the chat here. See if everybody's good. Everybody here, check in. If you guys are still here, check in. Give us a thumbs up. Let me know if you're still hanging around. All right. So let's go. Now, let's talk about the most revenue producing tools, right? And I'm all about the revenue. I'm all about efficiency because I do run a business. I'm not like your traditional person that comes and does these videos. I'm not a trader or a seller of these tools. I'm actually a user of these tools. That's why I take so much pride in them, and I want them to do well, right? I give my feedback to the founders as, hey, fix this, fix that, right? Or you're never going to sell another tool, or you're never going to get monthly recurring revenue. The ones that listen do well, and I appreciate that. But the ones that don't listen, sometimes you can see what's happening, and then the next thing you know, they're out of business, right? Because they don't listen to the people. But though I love the ones that listen and they love the feedback from the people and they take it in a positive um, attitude about it. Right. So let me give you my runner up tool, right? And it's still here, right? This is for revenue. And I don't really, I can see how it's easy. And what deemed to be revenue is it's easy to make money. So when I give you these four tools, this is a runner-up tool. Unschooler is a runner-up, but the easiest way to make revenue of what I've deemed is this falls on the revenue side. So as far as the top three new tools of the year, this was one of those tools that it's easy to make money, right? So Unschooler is a runner-up, right? It's not in my top three, but it's still a runner-up or honorable mention, right? So the next one is number three. I don't even know if it's still here. Easy Course, right? If you have it or you don't have it, Easy Course is another tool that's easy to make money, right? So these were my top three. Put your top three below if you have any of the other ones, or if you see any of the other ones. Gamily or GS, I call it GS. Cast Magic is amazing. Now you can craft your own custom prompts alongside. Yes, that's right. I stumbled upon that for I'm back to Easy Course in a minute. But yes, for Cast Magic, you can create your own prompts, which takes the lid off, takes the top off. When Cast Magic was here, I max stacked that one. I was like, man, I'll never see another tool like this, quite like this. So I max stacked that one. So that is good. So you're right, Game. Thanks for chiming in. Let me know what your top three are. These are my top three, right? Because of the kind of creator I am. Again, easy course is one. And again, my criteria for top 3 new tools of the year is we did the production side, or does it help me with productivity? And then we did the other side, which is revenue. How fast can I make revenue? And easy course was one. The next one is where is it at? Launch cart, right? I think launch cart is still here. I think maybe for another day. Oh, well, it's extended access. So if you wanted to get that, you definitely can get that. There's 33 hours left with that. Can make money like that, right? And so that's what I enjoyed about a launch cart uh, this year. And again, I'm going over the top 3 new tools of the year for me: revenue generating and productivity. And that was launch cart. The next one is my number one is Hero. Hero.fm was not here long, but this tool has range as far as revenue. There's about 9 different revenue streams. I may offer that course to this audience. I am offering that course already to my monthly recurring revenue clients. So if you want to, this was an LTD, and if you picked it up and you want to get my course that I created on this, on the 9 different revenue streams, let me know in the chat and I'll send it to you and I'll show you. And I put it up and I have a 50% discount on it right now through the end of the year. But I've created 9 revenue streams from Hero. Excuse me. Automatically. And it is just so easy to deploy, so easy to make money from it. Right. And so, but it was here. And I did tell people, and a lot of people, oh, well, I was like, okay, I'm telling you, this is one of those tools. Not only that, they actually created an agency plan. So all the people that was giving them a hard time and all, oh, you need agency. Well, guess what? Agency plan is here. And the way the agency plan is deployed, you could make probably, I think the way we did the math on it, and I talked about a demo that we actually did, you could make 40 grand a year just running one hero.fm agency plan. That's 40 grand. So imagine if you did 2, that's about 80 grand. And it's very light lifting on that. So if you want more information on that, I will put a link. Let me know if you want to, or just let me know in the chat that if you can, right? So what does max stack mean? So Jamal, good question. So max stack means this, and thank you for asking that question, Jamal. So max stack means if it comes, you're either going to get the tier 1 or the tier 2. And if it have 3, you just go, hey, I'm going to get the tier 3. Or for that, so anything, it's whatever they're offering, you just want the top of it, top of the level, right? That's what you're going to get. That's what max stack means. Now, you have to be careful because everybody is not max stackable, right? So you look at a retune, right? And this, I'm just giving an example of a max stack, right? So when you look at a tier 2, and so this is what I do, right? So I'm giving you, thank you for tuning in and thank you for asking the question. And whenever I do lives, I'm always dropping these gems. So you never know. If you can't tune in live, you might want to catch it a little bit later. But what I mean by max stack is a deal like retune. Max stack is going, says, you know what? Let me get the tier 4. It gives me unlimited published chatbots, unlimited file uploads, unlimited workspaces, and it removes branding. I would buy this. I would spend, because really what I'm spending $400 is to deploy a new tool for a revenue stream that I'm adding to ecosystem, right? And I've already made that determination. I don't max stack everybody, but if I'm going to have a heavy usage of that tool, I will try to max stack it. I am putting out another, for my members only, I'm putting out something else where I'm going to give them some insights to what I'm noticing about some of these businesses and when to max stack and when not to max stack. So you're going to have to catch that a little bit later as well. Definitely my members are definitely going to get that. So, so I got that. I explained that to you. Unschooler seems amazing. I am only holding off because if you delete a course, you cannot replace it, meaning if your LTD has 50 courses and you delete. So that's a good point, right? And I've already kind of connected with the founders a little bit, and I think there's some leeway in that. Like if you had an emergency, there's hey, can you replace this seat? What they're trying to cut down on, which happens a lot in the LTD market, they're not dumb, is people will will sell stuff, or they'll sell the license and they delete all the courses and they want to start them all over. They're just trying to cut down on abuse, right? If you buy it as an authentic user, right? You buy it as an authentic user and says, hey, you know what? I want to replace this one course, is just not doing well. They will work with you, but you're an authentic user. You're not a person that's trying to resell it, trying to cash in or do something else. They're not going to tell you all that, but I've had those conversations. So they are here now. They're part of members, right? If they join this chat, they'll probably join at the bottom and they'll say, hey, you know what? Jenny's right. They just want to cut down on abuse, right? They're trying to protect and they want to be profitable. And you hear that in their tone. This is, hey, we want to be around for your courses to survive in 3-4 years from now. I was giving someone advice the other day, right? I was giving somebody advice the other day, and let me put myself back on screen. I was giving somebody advice the other day, and it's like, you know, you do the retirement advice, you do investments, and you know, what kind of advice would you give me or whatever? I was like, dude, buy something like Unschooler or Brilliant Directories, build it up, then sell it, or just sell it for part of the revenues into retirement. If you put all that energy into building something as an ecosystem, you can sell, you can just retire and just let it generate all the money on the back end, or you train your grandsons or your grandkids or even your kids to run it, and it creates a revenue stream in perpetuity because you've already built. That's if you do a Brilliant Directories, if you do a Unschool, right? If you do those types of tools, if you do a hero.fm, this is the way I think. You're basically building the next Craigslist if people are attracted to it. Craigslist, man, it started out as a hobby, $1 million business, right? It's the same thing, just a different concept and a different spin on it, right? Craigslist still looked the same as it looked for the last 20 years. The same. And they haven't did anything new to it. They just developed a following, right? And that's something, I mean, I'm taking on a couple of coaching clients this year. And that's kind of the methodology that I'm taking them down. It's like, you can create, people's like, Jenny, you have all these revenue streams. It's like, because I know what's going to make money and what's not going to make money. Also, I don't build all of my revenue streams off the back of LTDs. I don't. I have a couple of core programs that I pay for on a monthly basis. I have to, right? Because if I put all of my eggs in one basket, an LTD basket, you wake up the next day, you're getting an email, right? But you want your founders to be successful as well. But if they have a good product, if their product is helping you make money, then you want to support them. Or if their product helps other people make money, then it's going to be a good chance they're going to be around. They're going to be in business for a while. So those are some of the things that I look for when I'm doing that. All right. So I gave you my top 3 new tools of the year. I've already given them to you. Cast Magic StoryPress, supercopy.ai, runners up was Taja, and Exemplary, right? That's for the efficiency side, easily reduces times in literal minutes, takes hours, turns them into seconds, right? And then the revenue, easy to make money. As soon as you deploy it, day 1, money. Day 2, money. Hour 1, money. These are the tools. The top tool was hero.fm, Launchcart, and Easy Course, right? And then I gave a runner up to Unschooled. Don't sleep on Unschooled. I'm telling you, they're growing. They're doing some things that are different, right? All right. So here's what we're going to do here. So now let me see who else had something up here. I think we had some more questions. I want to make sure I get your questions. I propose Unschooler use our own key, say they don't want to encourage. They are. So I think they are going to be open to that. The thing about that is they are open to that, right? So using your own key, bring your own key. I think that is something that they may look at doing as well. But what that would mean is they probably need to figure out another revenue stream or something like that. I don't know, but it hasn't probably been explained to them that that's a good business model to have because it takes the stress off their system. So I think if they just looked at it overall, right? Because that's something they hadn't been thinking about. And so I think we'll propose that to them. They have a Facebook page. You might want to join that and then have a discussion and talk about it, right? Running their Facebook page. But I think it's a good area where we can start a discussion. What's Speechkey? So I'm a creator, right? Anybody that's in business nowadays is a content creator on some level, right? If you're in a small business, you are or you will be creating content eventually. So, yes. So what I'll say to that is, so I did max stack Speechkey, right? All right. So is it a good, I think it's a good deal. Or at least to get the second tier, right? And it depends on how much you're going to do, right? Depends on how much you're going to do. That's where you would see if it's a good tool or not, right? Do you need a max stack? All right. So let me give you, so the next thing I'm going to give you, right? Let's see how we're doing here on time. All right. We're doing good. So top 3 hacks of the year. So let me give you my top 3 hacks of the year, right? So number 3, right? Number 3 hack. And the hack is my definition of putting 2 tools together, making a lot of things happen and taking it exponentially to the next level, right? It's like if you can marry these 2 tools together, if you can duct tape them together, they become the perfect tool, right? So one of those, number 3 is Cast Magic and Magic Book of Fire, right? Cast Magic, Magic Book of Fire, those 2 together create magic. No pun intended, right? They do. They just from Cast Magic, you can take a video or YouTube video and you can take it, you can mix it in, and you can create a book out of the YouTube video, right? That's magic, right? That's my top 3. That's number 3 in my top 3. My number 2 hack is, let me know which one's your top hack in the chat. Hero and Story Aid, right? Hero.fm, right? Let me bring it back here to the stage. I'm telling you, this tool, it's the gift that keeps on giving. So Hero, this is Retune. Let's go here. So Hero.fm was one of those tools, right? And you mix it with Story Ad. So what you do is you create this massive library of audiobooks that you can sell along your regular books. So this is a nice hack because inside there, you can actually have a link to all of your audiobooks, right? If you didn't catch that hack, what hack was that? That was, I want to say that was it was one of my hack packs. I want to say it was my cranberry pack. I'm not really certain. You can comment below or comment in the chat and tell me which hack that was, but that was a nice hack that I did. So my number 1 hack, and I think you guys have already seen it if you haven't seen my video already, my number 1 hack is Speechkey and Pypio, right? The number 1 hack is Speechkey and Pypio, right? So Pypio is back. And here's what I'll say, and I said this in my video, I didn't think Pypio was going to ever come back. I really didn't. Pypio came back. As far as AI avatars, they do the best. Some of the other a good AI avatar, you can't see the mouth, right? You can't see where they've inserted the mouth right here, right? You can't see that. It's just natural and it's moving naturally. Pypio is by far the best. And also now what you can do with Pypio is you can submit your own avatar, right? You can submit your own face talking and your own voice. I think you can do that to them for a one-time cost of $250, right? So again, I'm dropping you guys some gold right here, right? So you can I'm putting my link here in the chat just in case. Again, if you guys need to get any of these tools that are here. All right, so let's go ahead and finish on. So those are the top 3 hacks of the year. Again, Speechkey, Pypio, man, peanut butter and jelly, right? Chocolate milk, not chocolate milk, but chocolate chip cookies and milk, right? What else? Sonny and Cher. What else? I don't know. Whatever your top combinations are, that's what Speechkey and Pypio is, right? So give me both of those, right? Does Pypio compete with DIDO and Hygen? Honestly, I've never heard of those tools, but Pypio is an LTD. So if those tools charge you monthly, this is your opportunity to get an LTD in Pypio. And Pypio, I'm gonna put where's my link here? I'm gonna try to put a link. Go back to my once this is over, go back and I'll even put it below. You're gonna see where I actually did a demo. I did a couple of different demos on using Speechkey and Pypio together, unmatched. And if you're a content creator, if you're creating classes, I'm working with one of my clients right now, and I says, hey, you want to create all these courses, but you can't do them all. So what you do, I'm going to give you this hack, right? True story. I'm going to give you this hack. I'm put myself back on camera, and you guys for tuning in. Every time you tune in, I'm always going to give you a little extra juice, right? And let me know what you think of this hack, right? And I teach this in my classes. So I'm going to give this to you guys since you're tuned in. The way you properly use AR avatar, you're not trying to trick anybody, right? You use it in the context of when if I got to teach a course, right? The way I would do it is I would teach the course. So what I would do is I only have to be on camera 3 times, right? And I sit down and do my recording for the course. I'll give you an intro of me and I'll record them all in one sitting. I'll say, hey, good afternoon. Thank you for taking this course. You are in for a dynamite opportunity. Let's get into the course, right? Then, and you set it up, you said, let's get in a course. But before I start, I want to introduce you to my assistant. Her name is Nancy. She is an avatar. She's going to be walking you through the course, and I will come back along every now and then to continue to keep you going. But she's definitely going to be there to motivate you. And if you got any questions, let me know or click below, right? And then you let your avatar take over and teach your freaking classes for you. You don't have to be on screen anymore, right? That's what I'm teaching in my workshops and my classes. I'm teaching people how to make quick work of this. And then you come on and you come halfway through, and halfway through the course is 16 courses, it's 16 lessons. You come on that 8th course. I think you're doing good. You're 50% there. And you come on live. He says, hey, thank you. Nancy was doing a great job. She's been coaching along, but I just wanted to come here and say, I appreciate you hanging in this far. You've made it halfway through. You are on your way. Let's see you on the inside. Now I'm going to turn it back over to Nancy. Then your avatar comes back on. That's gold, people. This is how I'm creating so many courses. I don't have to be there. Pypio is that tool, and it doesn't look like an avatar. And they have some nice looking avatars on the men's side and the women's side, right? And if you use Speechkey, if you're doing it in another language, right? Spanish or, Hindu or something like that, you can find a perfect voice for that as well, along with the perfect avatar. I'm telling you, it's perfect. Nice combo, right? So I just gave you guys some gold again for tuning in. I appreciate that. Anytime you come live, I'm going to always give you a little bit of extra juice. So I appreciate that. Let me know, thumbs up or comment below. Let me know if you like that little piece of juice and nuggets that I just gave you. I'm showing them. Hey, Charlie, listen, everybody knows me. I show people the money, man. So I appreciate you hanging in there. Will do, Jenny. All right. So does Pypio compete? We got that. I concur. Cash Magic and Magic Book of Fire is great hack, man. That's gold. That's gold. That's my number one hack. We already talked about that, right? So, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys before we wrap up here, right? Listen, before we wrap up, I got about 15 minutes here. So let me give you guys comment below if you want me to give you my 3 secret hacks that I haven't shared with anyone. I think maybe my members may have seen one of them, but I haven't shared these hacks with anyone. I was keeping them all to myself, but this is the end of the year. I'm going all out. If you want these 3 hacks, secret, you will never see these hacks anywhere else but here, because this is what we do here at Digital Growth Hacks. You let me know if you want to see, let me know in the comments below and or on the comment side stream. You let me know if you want to see this hack. All right. So I was like, yeah, Tita, like, yeah, let me see the hack. All right. So let me give you the hacks, right? All right. So let me give you one of them. And you have to have these tools. So some of you guys listen and the tools, some of you guys don't. I get it. You have to have enough money to buy the tools, right? I wouldn't buy every tool that Jenny recommends. I would buy the tools that make sense, right? And again, I don't I don't I don't have any vested interest with these founders. If their company goes belly up tomorrow, I have no reason. I lose money just like you. That's the difference, right? There's other people who are just putting stuff out. They don't own any of the tools, or they'll sign up for 7-day trial. I got skin in the game. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. All right, so integrity. All right, so let's go. You guys want? All right, so let me give you, this is a secret hack. I haven't told anybody else about it. So that StoryPress and MissingLetter. StoryPress, MissingLetter. Because what you do is you connect. StoryPress is the blog that I told everybody to get, the best blog maker ever made in the world, right? StoryPress, mix that, plug it in, the RSS feed into MissingLetter. You become a legend of content, of blogging content in large, massive proportions, right? So if you got to go in your library. Hey, do I have MissingLetter, right? Do I have StoryPress, right? You got to have those two. That's the hack. I haven't told anybody about it. You're hearing it here first. All right, you're hearing it here first. All right, so make sure you like this video up, right? We got it. I only have 2 thumbs up. You guys got to like it. I got a lot of people here. All right, so I got 2 more to do, and then I'm gonna give you my top 3 most hacked and my top 3. I'm gonna give you my top 3 most hacked tools that I've used for almost every hack you can think of. So I'm gonna say that for the end. All right, so how we doing on time here? All right. So make sure you guys give us a thumbs up there. All right, so we got that one. So let me give you the next one. No one, never seen it. I'm bringing this to you first, right? So the next one is Easy Course and Slice. Easy Course and Slice, right? So let me put Slice on the screen. I think you guys probably remember me from Easy Course. It's called Slice Knowledge. So put it on the screen here. And put it on the screen. It's called Slice Knowledge, right? I got a feeling they may be back. When they come back, you'll know what I'm talking about, right? So what Slice Knowledge does is you create these e-courses, e-learning, a little bit different from Unschooled. Is the way you get their where you can deploy them elsewhere is they create them in these modules. Where is it at? What does it create them in? I can't remember what it's called. SCSMO. I can't remember. Oh, somebody help me. I can't remember the way they create these courses. It escapes me right now. It escapes me the way they create. It's a language learning model. Somebody, if you got it in there. But this how you can literally get up 20 courses in one day with this setup. I know it's gone, but hopefully you got it. I got a feeling Slice Knowledge is going to be back. For some reason, I got it. If it's going to be back, I don't know that for sure. But this hack, and where's it at? I can't remember the name. Let me think of that. Let me get back to you on that. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Let me get back to you. Let me figure out what it does. Hold on. All right. So let me give you my number 1 hack. This is gonna surprise some people. I promise you, this one's gonna surprise some people. But my number 1 secret hack that no one knows about, right? No one knows about this hack. And it's a secret, but it's not going to be as soon as I tell you. And you'll probably, because you probably didn't take advantage of it, or you may have the tool and you'll be just in luck, right? So let me give you that tool. I can't even think of this. I got to figure out what that is. I can't even think of it right now. I'm so busy right now. I got 100 things going on. I got about 10 minutes left. All right. So my number 1 secret hack of this year, it's a secret, right? I almost feel bad revealing this, but I always give you guys some good juice too, right? Stuff that other people are paying for, I'm giving you guys. All right. So it's Go Brunch in Super Machine. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, right? Let me see. So let me see if I could actually, let me show you. Let me show you what I've done. Let me see if I can do that. All right. So this is, let me see if I can show you. I don't even know if I can show it to you. I don't know that I could show it to you. Actually, let me see if I could put it on the screen here. Let me see if I can show it to you. Will that show up on the screen? Give me a second. Give me a second here. Sorry, I'm taking so long. Got about 10 minutes left. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to show. I wanted to show it to you. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can show it to you. I can't show it to you. Hold on. Oh, I can. Yeah, here it is. All right. So I'm assuming you guys already got this media, right? I'm sure you guys already got that one. But this is Super Machine, right? This is Super Machine. But then you put your chairs here. This is me. So this is one of the offices that I created for my my retirement planning practice, right? We don't meet in a traditional office. I have a traditional office, but a lot of people like to meet online. So I wanted to give them the environment. This is one of the choices that I now have, right? So now, but I created this with Super Machine. So I'm using, I think Super Machine is still there. Be careful because Super Machine, you can't return Super Machine once you buy it. So don't expect to return it, but you can create these 3D models. And if I'm using this is a Go Bunch room, right? I would sit here. My clients would sit here in these 4 chairs, and we're going over wills, trust, life insurance, investments, retirements. But it's like we're sitting in my office. I created this office from scratch. Let me show you another office I created. There's another office I created, right? And this is from this. You mix this with Go Brunch, and I would sit here, and I have clients in these 4 chairs, and I even have these other 2 chairs here. So it's just to give you an example of what. So that's my number 1 secret hack of the year. So let me close that out. All right. So that's my number 1 secret hack of the year. Now, as we close, there's 8 minutes left, right? So are you guys enjoying it so far? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys like it. Like up the video. Give me a thumbs up. So what to do exactly worth story? Let me see. Did you ever invest in Pictory? I do have Pictory. But I do have Pictory. So I do have that. So what to do exactly worth story ad and missing StoryPress. So what to do? So StoryPress creates these blogs. You can create your blog, right? But you connect your blog with MissingLetter. And so anytime you create your blog with MissingLetter, you basically can create a campaign that it will take that one blog and it will take that one blog and spit it out. Like it'll use AI and create different titles for it, and it will do. You can take that one blog and probably create 20 pieces of content from it. It's really weird. And what it does, it just makes you the content king if you took those 2 together. So you can connect it in with your YouTube, you can connect it in with your LinkedIn, you can connect it in with your Twitter, you can connect it in with your and your IGN, and you can just create multiple pieces of content, and it puts it in a calendar, and it puts it in a scheduler for you. And other people could take your content and they can send it to their audience as well. I know if you take the time to master MissingLetter, you will become the content king. So mixing that with StoryPress is basically what I was saying. All right. So again, that was a secret. That was a secret, right? I gave that out to you. That was a secret. All right. So where did you get Super Machine? So Super Machine is available right now. You can use my link there and you can pick up Super Machine right now. It's still on Appsumo. Super Machine, hey, listen, can't say I didn't tell you. All right. So now let me give you my top 3 most hacked. And what did I say? Top most hacked tools that I've ever used, right? The top most hacked. I'm going to give you guys those. Let me put myself back here on camera. All right. So the top most tools I've ever used, right? That I've hacked, that I have the trust in hacking with even more tools as they move forward. Because you got to have trust in your tools as well. Because you're like, man, I don't want to put everything in this basket and then they go out of business. So number 3, right? Tools that I've used since started the Digital Growth Hacks Club that I've hacked the most and made the most, had the best return on. Number 3 is VBout, right? I've hacked VBout into everything because they have an open API on the back end. You can connect Pabbly with it. You can connect Make with it. You can connect all these other tools with it because they have an open API in the back end. So I've hacked it with the most tools and can use it for the most that I use it just about with any tool that I have. So VBout is number 3, right? Number 2 is hero.fm. I know you guys may have missed it, but I only did 3 videos. I did 3 videos. I did literally 3 videos on hero.fm, and I kept telling people. What happened is once I deployed it, I started making even more money. And I got 9 revenue streams just from that one tool. I was telling, because it's different. Because Hero is not just a podcasting platform. It is a platform that allows you to get SMS numbers. It allows you to get names, you to get email addresses. I kept telling people, no other podcasting platform ever allows you to get email addresses. None, right? And you get to keep the top level of the money. You don't have to split it, any advertising, any revenue share. I told people. So that is the most hacked tool since I've been in the Digital Growth Hacks Club. I'm hacking it with everything, right? And so the number 1 tool I know for a fact, and these are tools I never thought I'd see VBout come back. VBout did come back at times. Whenever that comes back, I just stress to people, hey, you can do a lot with this tool. These are tools. These are top 3 tools. This top 3 tools, they have so much range. Range meaning I can plug in 6, 7, 8 revenue streams or other tools on the back end of them. So the number 1 tool that I've ever purchased on Appsumo that I've hacked with the most and made the most money from is Query. It's Query. It's Qwary, right? I don't think they'll ever come back. I mean, I probably can talk to the founder, and if you guys are interested, I could probably get a discount link off their lifetime deal, but I don't think they're ever coming back. But I saw the tool and I immediately fell in love with it. And those are the three, my 3 most hacked tools that I have. Yep, that's what I have. We have 2 minutes. I'm going to leave it open for questions, comments, concerns. You guys have anything? What else? Where did you hear you get Super Machine? Okay, so Super Machine's already answered that question. You guys have any more? You guys have any more questions? I was trying to look and see if anybody had any more questions, see if I missed any. Keep them coming, Jenny. You're showing them the money. Yeah, you guys know that's what I do. I show you guys the money. You're surprised that I didn't mention Viola as a productivity workhorse? Everybody knew that. I thought that was an obvious answer. No, Viola is a tool that it is a productivity workhorse. It's actually the easiest to deploy. Um, I don't know. I thought everybody knew that. That was a sneaky one. I kind of dropped it in real quick and then I made it disappear, and a lot of people didn't probably catch it. But and I think that was up for Tool of the Year as well. I think that may have came in fourth or fifth for Appsumo. So I think that was up there. You guys know you got to use my Appsumo code, man. Keep me, allow me the opportunity to continue to have a good 2024. Bring you guys more tools. You guys got to know I have over 1,100 tools, right? You probably don't know that. You probably did know that, but I have over 1,100 tools, but I run 3 businesses. So I'm always busy. If I don't get back to your questions in a time enough fashion, if I don't put out new videos, or listen, I'm running a business. I'm trying to have my business, but I'm trying to support giving you guys access to these tools and to look inside of them. And I don't want to just say walk you through tools. I want to show you how you can deploy them. So I want to do more of that this year. I definitely going to bring more videos to my SaaS use case. And I'm also working on a bigger project. It's going to be bigger than me, right? Um, it's going to probably be something you haven't seen before. So I'm working on that as well. And that's what I have. Any other, you guys have anything else for me? Hopefully this was helpful. I had a good year. Hopefully you had a good year. I want to congratulate all the people who have decided to partner with me, and I've decided to partner work with them. We're going to have an awesome year this year because we're going to get tools off the shelf. We're going to get them deployed, and we're going to get some money into your bank account. I can't wait to start working with you. I had 1 slot left. I don't even know if anybody else, if not, then I'll just do the 9 people that I've selected to work with. I wanted to work with 10 more people. There's 2 people they weren't, it was not going to work out. So that left 1 additional slot left. So if you still have time, you still can in. I'm taking 1 more slot, 1 more person to coach. It's not expensive. It's not thousands of dollars, but you will move to the next level against your will. Sometimes you need a coach to help you do that. If you want to do something different this year, if you want to move to the next level, that is what I'm doing. That's how I was able to get all of my stuff off of my shelf. That's how I'm able to have all my businesses moving in a positive direction. My accountant is like, dude, what are you doing? I was like, I just started deploying this stuff. And he says, hey, keep it up. Apologize for that. Hey, you guys have an awesome year. What else do we have? Thanks, Plain, for sharing. Hey, no worry, G. Thank you. They updated a few things, but the reviews wasn't that good. I don't know. Was Sessions worth it? Let me answer that question for you. I can't leave. Sessions, and here's what I'm gonna say. And so you could take me for what it's worth. What I'm gonna say, this is the last comment I'm gonna make, definitely for 2023. Sessions is not good, perfect now. Sessions, from when I first was introduced to Sessions almost a year and a half ago to now, Sessions is 1000% better. The thing with Sessions, met with the founder, met with the COO, met with all these people. They're very transparent in what it is they're trying to do. They're trying to make the most perfect tool, and that's going to take time because they work out things. But Sessions, I can assure you, right? A year from now, 2 years from now, Sessions is going to be that one tool that you'll be like, man, because they're working on Evergreen. You will never see another Evergreen LTD tool probably in your life. And if you don't know what Evergreen means, that means you can run webinars in your sleep on Evergreen. You can come up and you can do them. They're working on Evergreen. They're almost done with it. So it's not a perfect tool, right? But it does what it needs to do right now. And I think a year from now, we'll be having this same discussion. I'll be like, I told you about Sessions. No one wanted to believe me. I say no one wanted to believe me. I think most have, but some of the people that still question Sessions, stop questioning Sessions. Stop. That tool has 3 major investors behind it, and they constantly improving the tool every single day. It's not perfect. A year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, you'll be like, man, what was I thinking? All right. You guys have been great. Thank you for an awesome year. You guys have been great. My members, I appreciate you so much. I got a couple more things I want to do for you guys. For those of you just stop in and just like stopping in, make sure you comment. If nothing else, just comment, right? Even if you don't have anything to say, just comment, hey, Jenny, great video, or just give me a thumbs up. If nothing else, just a thumbs up. That helps YouTube allow me to continue to compete with some of these big boys that have 30 and 40,000 subs, but they're just buying the tools. I mean, they're buying the tools, they're just using them for like 15-day trial or whatever. I'm actually buying them. So I got skin in the game. I'm buying. I got to make decisions. I got to negotiate with my wife. Let me get this tool. Let me trade this tool back, and let me get this tool. Let me buy this. Let me trade this tool and get the next tier for this tool because I think I can deploy it here. Those are the things that I'm doing. You guys have been awesome. Have a great and wonderful new year. Take care. Goodbye for now.